Mama. I call her mummy only.
Mummy. I think she is called irritable, more irritated as a person. That's either to do with me or Hindi serials.
I started thinking, and I could think of those moments when I used to wake up in the morning and just see her pissed off, with stuff at home, things not being proper, people not remembering things that she had asked them to do.
At times it was so sad, at times the mood swings were there, and she was quite irritated. And I used to feel that whatever I read about mom in poems and everywhere, that is something like that, oh, moms are so kind, they are beautiful, and they are always sacrificing and all that. But nowhere I have read that, what she is going through in her life. I mean, why she is so irritated at times.
We were always fighting and nagging each other, and in all our life you never mentioned separation or divorce or anything, but I think once during that time we had mentioned it.
So it was almost like war between not just two complex personalities, but perhaps just two complex times, situations.
We anyway, like being a teenager, the world is against you already, and then so when mom's little issues would blow up to be big ones, and we'd be a bit clueless as to whose fault it actually was.
There was this constant feeling that I'm not understood, and my mom was pretty much like a mirror to it, because she also felt that she's not understood.
So let's talk something about menopause. It's not a pause in women's life. It's a phase of transition wherein women have a little irregularity of periods, kind of symptoms, hot flashes or something, and then she moves on towards the age when she'll someday cease to have her periods. This is something which is related to the imbalance in hormones.
The list is never ending actually, because you don't realize it. Suddenly you are experiencing hot flushes. For no rhyme or reason, you are sweating away. When it's really cold, it's winter time.
Yeah, before it was it was like hell. I do remember that when I get mad, I don't remember anything. I used to shout, I used to throw things, and I used to blame everyone in the world. Everyone. It comes from up to husband, up to neighbor, up to everybody. And then I get mad. And after 10 minutes, I do remember that why I did this much. What was the problem? There was no problem, there was no issue. I do realize. But those 10-15 minutes were like even me, I wasn't myself.
I had problems, hot flushes, heavy bleeding, and irritability, but I could not afford to be irritable because I was holding a position where I was supposed to perform.
Very, very heavy and very strong and very powerful mood swings. For no reason, you want to eat a certain thing which all these years you never felt like. For no reason, you want to just avoid people. You want to just shut yourself out of everything.
So if we think about giving care to menopausal women to live happier and healthier life, it's not only the woman's role, because it involves a lot of emotional changes on top of the physical problems. If you look at emotional changes, she passes through a roller coaster ride of emotions. Some days she will be very happy, and some days she will be very low and down. She would not be very happy talking to anyone. That is the time when we need the family to understand that she needs a little more support at this age.
But when I recall my childhood, I was not able to understand my mother. She was having 4 kids, she was also a working woman, and then she was in menopause period, and then it was a hell like at home. One day she literally went inside the room, she took that kerosene dabba, that I'll suicide today. I remember the scene, she's inside, she locked the room, father is outside knocking the door, and the 4 kids are crying like hell. Good, she didn't do anything, but that was the scene. Kuch bhi ho sakta tha. And now I feel very sorry that we were not aware of anything. That those days there was this menopause words nobody knows.
And nobody has time children are going to colleges, husband is too busy with the career, and if she's not working, she's all by herself. Even if she's working, that is the most difficult period for her to handle.
To start with, I had no idea. I mean, I was very young. I was just finishing school and then going towards college.
For me, it's just some changes that happen in, I know, inside her that just has an effect on her emotions for that day or a few days.
Most of the times I try to listen, and the times when it's beyond my patience also, then we have an argument.
Yes, men can be definitely more supportive about it, more understandable, more adjusting in nature, and they need to know when to back off. If she is not able to give attention, it doesn't mean that she is doing it intentionally. They need to understand that this is just her passing phase.
No, I was a bad husband in this case. I should have been more supportive than I was.
My dad is very cool. He explained it to me how menstrual cycle works. He explained it. He was the first one to actually tell me what menopause is. So it's like you're the only son. You should know about this rather than staying in the dark and making up stories about. Face the facts.
ना हमारे लोग में ऐसे पुरुष लोग ऐसे मानते ही नहीं है कि इसको क्या होता है क्या नहीं होता है.
I should have been more proactive in every sense, but I was not.
वो हमारा ध्यान नहीं रखता, हम वो लोग का ध्यान रखता है भाई इसको क्या होता है क्या नहीं होता है.
He would bring ice cream on the way back home. Actually, dairy घर office के पास में, so he would bring back ice cream. My mom loves mango dolly.
मतलब हमने एक डिसाइड ही किया था कि कुछ भी झगड़ा कभी भी किसी भी कोई भी एज में हो, रात को उसको सॉल्व करके सोने का, उसको कैरी फॉरवर्ड नहीं करने का. एक हमारा थंब रूल हमने बनाया है.
Perhaps she was looking for support, but one, she never asked for it explicitly, and second, I did not understand it from whatever she was trying to express in different ways. So I think that was confusing.
She just has those days when I have to just be a little more careful around. That's it.
A surprise rose on an impromptu day would also make her happy.
In the morning, she is feeling a bit sluggish. Her feet are swollen with edema. She doesn't feel like getting up. And if somebody comes up and gives her a nice bed tea, it makes her day.
I would like to talk about my sister, and she had some symptoms of discomfort. She was feeling uneasy and she complained to her husband, who is a doctor, practicing doctor for last 40 years. And he took her to doctors, Indian doctors, and each one said, Bobby, you're going through menopause, so don't worry. You have all these symptoms, you can ignore and just go ahead. Finally, a day came when she decided to go to a doctor by herself. So, from the yellow pages, she picked a doctor, she went to him, this was a white doctor, and she underwent all the checkup, and finally the report came. She had lung cancer, metastasis, it was also brain cancer, so together, and she was in the last phase of her cancer when she came to know.
So emotional well-being matters, but when it comes to your physical health at 40 and beyond, even for all menopausal women, get yourself checked every year with a gynecologist along with a pap smear test, which is a screening test for cervical cancer.
So healthy nutrition, healthy exercises, and change in the life little bit, and you can develop your hobbies. I was very much fond of swimming. I couldn't learn because lacks of time and all, music and all. So I started learning music, and I learned swimming at the age of 62.
Over the period, there has been a transition from really bad to average to good to now like friends.
So slowly we became friends.
Yeah.
Very good friends.
Her favorite game is Mario Kart and NFS run. Whenever she's cranky, it's like I run the Mario Kart version and it's like I let her win, let her be normal, let her enjoy the winning thing.
So there has to be a kind of awareness regarding what she's passing through. And there is no need to be unnecessarily very, very panicky about whatever is happening to the body. It's normal.
Yeah, be cool with it rather than yeah, menopause hai. Don't be that, okay? It happens to every woman. So basically it means it happens to 50% people on earth.
I feel more beautiful. This age, I feel more beautiful.
For me, my life begins for myself from here on. Till now, I work for everyone. I work for the family, I work for the children, for my husband, for everyone. But here onwards, I'm going to be living for myself. So menopause for me is me, no pause. I begin from here. This is my second innings.